Hello, welcome back to my corridors. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my corridors. So today I have another concert story time for you guys. I'm not just going to be making concert story times for the rest of my channel, trust me, I'm going to make more than that, but I know my last video was another one, but I'm going to make more than that, trust me, it's just... And I gotta argue this weekend was one of the best concert experiences I had in a long time. I swear to you. I'm still a little tired because I just got off work, but I'll do my best to explain everything. So recently this weekend I went to go see, the headliner was As I Lay Dying. It was with Whitechapel, Shadow of Intent, and Sulfur. They were all really amazing, but individually I'm going to talk about each band as, like, each and every one. So before we went to the show, I ended up eating some really good Chinese food at a restaurant in El Paso, and it was really good. El Paso is really nice when it comes to vegetarian and vegan options. I didn't think they were going to be, but they rule. So when we got to the show, we waited in line for a really, really long time. It was really hot. Like, they said the doors were gonna open at 6, but I don't know why they started so late, but I'm sure every show has that moment, but it was just kind of a little hot and exhausting, but that was the only, like, downside to all of it, but it was okay, and I got patted down by security, you know, and it was worth getting in there. Before the show started, and this was a really cool venue, so instead of a huge line for the merch, each band had their own merch booth, and it was pretty organized, and I was able to get my hands on a Whitechapel shirt, and it was really good. I still have it. I haven't washed it yet, but I will wear it. So the first band that I saw was of Sulfur. I'm guessing they're blackened deathcore. I'm not exactly sure, but I had never heard of them until I had seen that they were playing. But I'll leave what they sound like down below in the description. They were really good. Unfortunately, they did not get to play their whole set. They played for 5 minutes. And they were really badass. They were really good, and I'm definitely going to start listening to them more. So what happened, the reason why they couldn't finish their set was because, I don't exactly know what happened, but their singer, I don't know if he slipped and fell or if he passed out, but he fell backwards and the back of his head hit the back of his head went right into the drum set. And so they had to stop their set and they could not finish it. It was really unfortunate for them because I was starting to get into it and they sounded really, really good, but I really hope that I do get a chance to see them again because they were really good. Oh, and I forgot to mention a couple of guys I work with that are my work friends. I actually got to see them at the show and we hung out for a little bit. So, and this was a crude joke, but I was with my little brother when this happened. My little brother turned to me and one of my friends, and as an atheist, I thought this was funny, and it was crude and rude, but I still thought it was a little funny. My brother made a joke saying that God pushed him down because, like, the singer, like, the song he was singing before he fell was, like, supposed to be about anti-Christian or, like, anti-Catholic priest or something, which I have my opinions on that, but that's for another day. And they're not so nice, so I don't need to talk about that on camera for now. Maybe another day in the future, but... Like, I may make a video on metal and religion and stuff, but right now it's not the time. But yeah, Aaron made a joke saying that God pushed him down, which that's not what happened. I know that, but I know it was a crude and rude joke, but it was, I do think, yeah, their singer is okay, because actually, before I came home from work, I was in my car looking at, like, you know, my stuff on Instagram, and I saw that Of Sulfur had actually liked my post recently. You guys probably saw it, and they commented saying their singer was okay, and they're glad that I was concerned about him, so, yeah. I actually got to, they were actually taking pictures with their fans, and later on in the show, I'm sure a lot of you saw my picture online of them. I got a picture with the whole entire band. They were taking pictures with the fans, and I did, and it was a little blurry, but it was okay, and I was happy, and I high-fived them and told them they were amazing, and they appreciated it. So the second band was Shadow of Intent, and I've been eager to see them, and they kicked ass. They were amazing. I had totally forgotten about this. I was like, their show was kind of dark and dramatic. They didn't have any, what happened was they didn't really have any lights on. during their set, but they had like colorful strobe lights. And then I just remembered, then I immediately remembered their shows are typically like that, but they kicked ass. They were amazing. I actually, like, later on that day, I actually got to meet their bass player. I'm sure you saw that too, and he was so nice. I got a picture with him. He looked like he was trying his hardest not to laugh, and that's exactly what it is, because my phone has a countdown when I take selfies and pictures and stuff. So he's one of those people that can't keep a straight face, and frankly, I can't either, but I held on for very long, and he was so nice, and I high-fived him, told him he was amazing. And that was really nice. That was one of the best experiences ever, like, meeting band members. It wasn't a VIP or anything. They were just out at the front taking pictures with the fans, and I just feel so lucky to get that opportunity. But yeah, they kicked ass. And I saw, alright, and then Whitechapel played, and they were absolutely incredible. I've been listening to them quite a bit. I'm sure you could hear me playing their music right now, but they were awesome, and everybody was headbanging and dancing, and they were actually playing this song that I'm playing right now. This song is very different from their typical stuff, Hickory Creek. It's softer than their typical stuff, you know, the death metal and the deathcore and stuff, but I did not think they were going to play that song, but they did, and obviously their encore had to be The Saw Is the Law, and they played that. And everybody was dancing and headbanging to that, and they just kicked ass, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to see them. So the headliner was As I Lay Dying, and they put on a really good show. They were a lot better than I thought. I actually I'm not really too crazy about their music. They're good, it's just like, I'd never been obsessed with them, but they were really good. Their singer, he looks like he works out and he drinks raw eggs for breakfast because he was ripped. Yeah, but their music was really good, and he got everybody jumping up and down on their feet, and I did that too, and that's the first time I ever did that too, so it was pretty fun to watch. And it was pretty fun to do, and again, dancing and headbanging too. My hair was crazy because of all the headbanging too, but my neck surprisingly wasn't hurting. But yeah, and it was nice. I got to hang out with a couple friends of mine. One of my other friends, this was another crude joke. When the singer of Sulfur passed out or fell over, one of my friends made a joke saying, "Yeah, Amelia, I told you not to give the singer drugs." And then I made a snarky comment. I backed at him saying, "That's what you did." And we have a brother-sister relationship, so we were going, So it was nice. I got to see some of the guys I work with, and they're also metalheads, and yeah. And we were still talking about it the next day at work, so yeah. And they got some merch too. And I got pictures, I got videos, I'm sure all of you could see. So yeah, it was a really great concert experience. I know it was a pretty scary thing, like seeing the singer of one of the bands falling over. That was like kind of traumatic for me because I had never had that happen at a show before. I was a little freaked out because I seriously thought he was joking when that happened, but because like they were goofing around earlier, then he actually fell, and I'm like, I was just shocked because that had never happened before, but they were really kick-ass band, and I'm glad I got to see them for a little bit. And they themselves did tell me that their singer was okay, so that was really nice. And they seemed like a really bunch of cool guys, and I hope I see Sulfur again. And I wouldn't mind seeing Whitechapel or Shadow of Intent again, but that first time was just, this was literally one of the best experiences I had as a concert experience. And meeting the whole band of Sulfur, and meeting the bass player for Shadow of Intent, that was pretty badass. And we weren't even VIP tickets, we just got a chance to meet him. And it's so nice because a lot of metal musicians are really nice and really cool, so that's always a bonus, and that's always a cool thing about going to metal shows. The band members happen to be really cool. So yeah, we got home and I took a bath and it was nice, and the next day me and my work friends that I hung out with we were still talking about it, and my supervisors at work were surprised, and my coworkers were surprisingly interested, even though some of them aren't really metalheads, but they are really cool. But yeah, it was a great experience, and I'm not gonna forget it. Alrighty, I think that's it. Later this year, I'm going to see Iron Maiden with Trivium. I'm sure you all know I'm going with my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I may go to Lamb of God and Killswitch Engage much later this year. I don't know, but I hope we do, because that'll be the 3rd time I've seen Lamb of God, and I hope it happens. In between that, I know they're not metal. I may go see Journey. I really do like Journey. They're a really good band, because like my boyfriend is in a band, and his band is actually opening up for them, so I think that's cool. Yeah, I'm having a great concert experience this year so far, and there's going to be more to come. There's going to be more videos soon too, like not just concert videos, I promise. I do want to make an update video on like one of my oldest videos on this channel, like the metal tag, something like that. I do want to do that, like just a 2022 update and more updates to my CD collection and stuff. So yeah, there's going to be more to come. Alright, I think that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, whatever. I'll see y'all later, and stay metal.